Uh, Northbound coming up above 100 Mile. And the Willie Glen High Lines up there. Uh, we are about, what is that, 27 mile, 26, 27 mile below downriver from Baton Rouge. That's where we're at. Anyway, I'm going to set this out. I think I got a little setup here that may work. Hopefully. See how this works out. Well, that was kind of cool. I had it mounted on that. Looks like another nice evening ahead of us. Yeah. We have our tow completed. Well, we got to pick up empty and Natchez, but there. That's what we look like. 7 long and 4 wide, and loads are the yellow ones, and they're empty. So that's yeah, that's what it looks like. Kind of cool. Yeah, the pulsating engine sounds. I figured out how to do this. I can see the chat. I figured out how to do this. I got my other phone going. Anyway, jerky. I can see how jerky I am. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty sunset. Now, about the time I get swung around this slow turn here, see, about the time I get pointed around at it, I'll be looking right at the sunset, which I'll be staring right into the sun, but it's also be a great view of the sunset, I guess.
84, just finished even anchors, Plaquemine from point anchors, head north, 84. I'll put out 84, about 4 shots on that, check out, just curious. That was, 4 on the starboard side, but that was a little slower than normal. Just curious, thank you.
I didn't hear what he was asking. But yeah, we'll be Baton Rouge probably, I don't know, 10 o'clock, somewhere in there, 10, 11. We're just passing through though, no stops. Next stop's Natchez. We just grab it empty there at Natchez, stick it out in that notch out there, and then head on to Vicksburg, and we'll pick up a string of empty. Yeah, we pick up another string of empties there, so we'll have what? 35. We'll have 35. No, I think it's actually 33, because I think we're just getting 5 there, right? I don't know. I have not yet had my caffeine ain't kicked in yet. I can't do math yet, y'all. Can't do math yet. Oh man, that's good. That's good. I'm doing the black tea. I kind of alternate with the coffee and the tea, but I'm doing the black tea and
99. You want me to stay over here for the 2?
oh my goodies with it. Hold on, I put my Splenda Well, that's just regular creamer. I got a little vanilla. I got a little pumpkin spice. A little banana. Yeah, man. Hey, if you're gonna be sitting up here for 12 hours a day, every now and again you gotta have something other than water and coffee. And I don't do soda pop, so anyway. Yeah, it's gonna be real pretty sunset. Looking right into it. Well, I was expecting I was expecting that it was going to be real busy and hectic down here when we came down this time. I thought, early before harvest, or I don't know. I just assumed that, and we haven't had hardly any delay at all down here. We had a little bit there this morning, yesterday, last night, this morning. We had a little bit of delay there, 164, but that was really about it. Uh, they were pretty busy there, but most of the other fleets we were in and out, and we hit every fleet. I thought there was no way in the world we'd be out of here this quick, northbound, but yeah. I think I hit a record number of fleets northbound from when we started down there. Miro down was about 6-7 miles down below New Orleans. And then I think we hit just about every fleet I've ever hit coming up. We hit a bunch of fleets. And anyway, we didn't have too much delay, man. Everybody it was just, we've got a great crew on here, and it seemed like all the fleets were really, that was rare. Usually you're going to have some, where that you got some guys that ain't really helpful or whatever. But, man, everybody was helpful this trip down. It was, yeah. We got 18 crews everywhere, it seemed like. Just makes for a really, when you come down here in the whole, the majority of my running is above back, in the stretches in between. So when I come down here, I don't stay down here like some of these guys, this is where they run below Baton Rouge all the time. And yeah, it's a different breed of folks. With all the traffic and the radio, it's constant down here. It's just constant. And I've said before, I really do. If I hadn't been down here in a while, I'll start missing it. I enjoy coming down here if I hadn't been down here in a while. But that being said, it's a lot harder to have that mindset when I've been down here for a few days. And yeah, it's 12 hours a day of, radios constantly, and we have to monitor them, we've got to, and it's, yeah, there's just a lot of stuff down here, and so you're having to constantly listen to chatter, and it just seems, it just gets stressful after a few days. You don't realize it until you get it. You can really tell when we get up above Baton Rouge and we swap channels, because traffic channel, once we get up a little ways above Baton Rouge, we swap over to channel 13 and 67 down here with all ship traffic and everything. And it's just a noticeable quietness when we get up above Baton Rouge. We swap off the ship channel radio. We swap off that channel, and Charlie. On the Jackson Aaron kept Charlie. Anyway, you get that's the way. Once you get up above there, it's funny because guys that know each other won't even small talk or swap over to radios to chat. Coming up out of here, they won't. Barely will talk to traffic. So it. Yeah, up around Cajun Condo, somebody says, yeah, it gets quiet, it gets nice. Oh, that's you. What's up, Spanky? What's up, Spanky? Brent that's commenting on the live stream. Cap Spanky. Yeah, it's, that threw me off a little bit. It's, It's not. It gets now. It's nice. I like listening to my podcast. Especially the nighttime watches. And down here, yeah, no, it sucks. You can't hardly listen to anything. Uh, I listen to nothing or music because if I try to listen to a podcast, I'm trying to pay attention to listen to. It's damn near impossible. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna have a beautiful sunset with my shade filtered. It actually kind of gives it a cool look of color. There, what is that? Man, the guys we've been doing tow work, so do excuse any deficiencies that you see as far as stuff being clean and stuff because they've really been busy down here building tow. That's kind of the way it goes. I was gonna go clean that, but it's paper towels. Anyway, things like windows and stuff like that. Washing a boat, that's the first thing we do once we get up out of the hole. That's traditionally the thing that the deck crew does is, first day up out of the hole above Baton Rouge, they'll give the boat a good bath, and it needs it. See the bugs on the window. That's from last night when I was spraying it down with the Windex and bugs got attracted to the light when I had the interior light on, and that's what happened. But I won't mess with them tonight with it. Tomorrow, like I said, they do a wash down on the boat. And I got some business to attend to in there. Talk to the chief, so I'm gonna set this up outside for now for just a second. I was muting the sound. Sorry about that. Little business talk to handle, and then I will get the camera back. But for now, we'll do that. My quality went down. I don't know if I got. Yeah, we'll see. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know if the quality went down. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. Maybe that'll hold. Maybe that'll hold. Sorry. Got a little busy. Ship going by. It's a little too many bugs on my windows when I zoom. Mechanical. Oh yeah, perfect view, son. See, that's somebody's. I don't know. I must be living right because that's working out good. Look at that. I think I got everything done. I just sat back and look at the sunset. Hold on. Let's get these side shades full. Let's get these shades full so we can, get a good view of things. We don't want to not have a good view. Sorry about the jerkiness, Joe. Hopefully I've got good signal. I swapped it over to Wi-Fi on my hotspot. My other phone. Oh yeah, look at that. You can't beat him, yeah. Can't beat it. Huh. That's good view there. Yeah, that's not bad, huh? A little crooked. But I'm talking about the view. That's not a bad view. Well, sorry. It's not a bad view for me, but sorry about that, y'all. I'm trying to get my equipment set. Things are being contrary a little bit. I don't know that. May not be perfect, but it is what it is. Spank, you burned up the chat, brother. I got my phone back in my hand. I'm catching up. Yeah. That's, I was bragging on you the other day, Spanky. I was talking about when I came relieve you up there at Hennepin that time. This sounds obscure because I'm talking and Spank is he's chatting on here. But I relieved you up there at Hennepin that time, and I was having a bad day. I remember I was having a bad day. A lot of the bad stuff that was going
Hey, go down
on.
on Willow Glen, small ship, you know, 2
A lot. Well, I was having a bad day, and it was all on social media, so that just everybody knew. But Spanky went out of his way just to be a real good guy that day. It just kind of, I don't know. He just, that was the first time I met the man, and he just gave me a warm welcome, and it was just kind of a how you doing, and it was genuine. And I remember Spanky, trust me. Yeah, I remember that. Pretty cool fellow. Sorry about that. I'm over here looking. I'm getting I had messages I had to answer on the company phone, and then but look at that. Try to keep it from being so shaky. Just catch it. Sorry about that, y'all. Spank, you're bored. Okay. I just see it in the chat. It's a beautiful sunset. That's a beautiful.
Baby, good enough. Here they come, Joe.
Yeah, it is a beautiful.
Bro, Southbound Medora ranges, K-Road. What now? 84 K-Road. Throwback. Hey, good evening, Captain. Northbound here at the Plaquemine ferry landing on the West Bank. I'll be running up the West Bank going into Dow Plaquemine. I'll be on the 2 for you. Well, plan on 2 is best. All right, I'll be on 77 if you need me. Do that. 77 for me. Thanks. I'll be down the range. I didn't see you over there. All right, baby. Good job. Just plug that presenter in on the way out. Yeah, right to the camera. Throwback. Hey, I'm here at the East Bank Ferry Lane. I'll be right on the point on the 1 for you. And you want me to wait down here low? Little small note. As long as I got room to get 28 of them down through there, whatever it looks like to you. Thanks a lot there, K-Road.
Yeah, she is shaking a little bit. Sorry about that. Had my hands a little bit full. I didn't have have it set up very well to where it was a little more stable. And my windows are a little dirty, as you know. We discussed. Look at that.
Lady, let me ask you something if you don't mind. Pull a little quick. Slide two over. You take those two behind that front two and fiddle around, pick them up in the hole. Then put that one two parts there.
Yeah, Charlie.
Marine information broadcast into channel 220.157.1 megahertz out.
Good evening. Good evening. Well, that's that. Sunset's done. Now it's I gotta catch up on some podcasts. I gotta catch up on my favorite ones. How far north are we going? Somebody wants to know how far north. I don't know. Don't know. I have no idea. There's if I was a betting man, I'd say something. And this time of year and harvest fixing to start up, there's really no telling. We've got orders on stuff that drops all the way up. We've got stuff that doesn't have destination orders on it yet. So a lot of these empties will.
Slowing down, taking on the tugboat, going into Plaquemine on the West Bank, working on 77 with the tugboat, 84.
A lot of these empties will definitely be going to the upper, and we're picking up a string of empties at Vicksburg that are going up to Bricky Mills up on the upper, right there south of St. Louis a little ways. So, yeah, that's the orders. But that stuff, Chino, it can change at moment's notice. We could turn a boat and come back down here, or we could keep on going north to St. Paul. No telling. No telling. Can you get a what? Somebody's there's an Alabama football fan on the feed all of a sudden. Come on, man. Come on, man. For real. For real, for real. I don't, what time Baton Rouge? We will be around College Town, around LSU area, below the bridge, around that area, around I-10 somewhere. It's showing about 10:15 if we continue to make this speed. About 3 hours out. But, yeah, that's depending on traffic and everything else. Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, that is. Now, the Alabama fan on there, I remember when it was Alabama and OSU. Alabama and LSU were playing, and Alabama was playing here in Baton Rouge, and we were coming through town. No, we were taking fuel. Maybe we were stopped taking fuel, and it was the morning before kickoff, like on Saturday morning before LSU and an Alabama game, and yeah, I kept coming. I kept coming on the fleet channels and side channels, I come on there and say that. I would say those offensive words, you know. I don't say all temperature, but you say something, roll tide. See, trick me into saying it. Spanky, come on, man. Everybody knows. Oh, everybody knows about LSU. Ain't nobody want to hear nothing about no LSU Tigers. Come on. Yeah. I think of all the SEC teams, I definitely LSU would definitely have a place in my heart. Well, number one, I went to Thibodeau High down here, and the Thibodeau High was Tigers, and they're the same colors as LSU, the purple and yellow, and then of course kind of get into them, and then when the Mad Hatter when they stole the Mad Hatter from Oklahoma State, I kind of was a little bit of fan of him, and I didn't, I was a little bit of a fan of them for a while, and then when they was beating OU, you know what? When Saban was beating OU, of course, then every true blue Oklahoma State Cowboys going to cheer on some team that trashes OU. So, yeah, there's no state loyalty when it comes to that. Yeah. One thing I've always wondered about Alabama, though, is just kind of popped into my head. I really have always wondered about it. I've always wondered, I figured that they would have like...
Doug Wright to the K-Road, I'll stay down here.
You'd think they would have like the best, like world-renowned...
We'll see you down there on one short.
You'd think they'd have the, world-renowned dental college at Alabama. I mean, I don't know. I just, I think, we got like in Oklahoma at OU and OSU both have great petroleum engineering colleges because, there's a lot of oil around, oil and gas. So they're known for their engineering schools. In Alabama, I just automatically assume that, from looking at the folk, that dentistry would be popular there. I mean, I'm just saying. Where they study. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm gonna stay away. I'm gonna quit picking on Alabama. I end up getting I might have some big old Alabama boys to get on or something. They said, "I've seen that YouTube video of you, boy, talking about my kinfolk." I'm from Oklahoma, man. I can't say a whole lot. I still remember when I was going to school in Thibodeau High, and I was in English class first day, and I was talking. I literally did not understand a word that my English teacher said. She was from, I think, Raceland or something right around Thibodeau. Anyway, out in the boonies. She lived out in the bayou. But I still remember her. I didn't say that. I wasn't going to say it because I couldn't understand half anything, but anybody was saying. But it was just still ironic to me how thick her, Kunas accent was. And then what even really boggled my mind was when she told me that I talk funny. My English teacher that I did not understand. Senior year of high school English teacher, I didn't understand what she was saying, and then she told me I talk funny, which I understood what she was saying, but she would slip off, any of you folks that have been down south that know a real thick accent that true blue Kunas has, Cajuns down there, the ones that she would slip off into French, like, I'd heard of Spanglish before, but I'd never really heard of that, we're just slipping off into French, French words are mixed in, anyway. Yeah, it was a very interesting time. And actually, my high school German teacher at Tugboat, Ohio was the one that took me on my first trip to the French Quarter. Yeah. In hindsight, I'm not too sure if that was appropriate because it was a weekend and it was just me and another classmate and her daughter. So, yeah. Somebody says sounds like I understand it great now. I understand. Yeah, I don't have a problem. I turned into a translator at times. I think I've told that story when I was tripping over at Satoon, and we took that Pelican State of theirs. They had brand new, and it was a brand new contract run, and they were going all the way to Weirton, West Virginia. And I was on a boat full of, from where, I wish I could remember the captain's name, but they were, very thick Cajun accent. And we were up, I guess we were up around, we were somewhere way up on that Ohio River, West Virginia, and at the locks and stuff, and I can't remember that captain's name. Him and the lockman were actually arguing, but they didn't understand each other, and that was how thick that West Virginia accent was, and how thick that Cajun accent was. But I understood them both. I'd worked around both of them. Yeah, it was definitely interesting. And I'll be specific about that accent. It was right around Point Pleasant area, right around that area. Anybody that knows that, how thick their accent is. But I'm rambling. Sunset. Yes, we are northbound, Plaquemine Ferry area, Plaquemine Shipyard, all that there. Plaquemine Point, Dow Plaquemine up around the corner. See, go up around that turn, Mine Shack, and then up around that turn, Missouri Bend, and then we are there, and there's Baton Rouge right there. About 20 mile out. About 20 mile out. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good evening.